Coach Rhoades will start with my statement, and we'll take questions.
Had it the whole time, right? Just what a great college game, and just super proud of our guys. After Wednesday's game and the disappointment they had, I just thought they had, when you have a new team, a new coaching staff, everything's new, you just got to go through everything. And that's what we've absolutely done so far in a very short season here, only 10 games. But I think I've seen our guys, find ways to persevere, find a little bit more today in that second half. At the 18-minute mark, I just pretty much told them, or at the 15-minute mark down 18, is that either you're going to get totally embarrassed at home, or you got to find some more together. And they did that. I'm just super proud of them. And if this is how all the big 10 games go, I'm going to lose my hair quick. But just super proud of our guys. It was a great game.
Mike, you've seen that version of Ace a lot.
Yes.
Kind of taking over games. What kind of clicked for him? Because it looked like the first half he was kind of trying to find his way, and we've seen that at times this season, but then he really looked like he took over the game.
Yeah, I have seen that a lot. It's his competitiveness. He's not always the biggest or the strongest or the most athletic, but he's got an unbelievable level of grit, and his competitiveness, I've always said, is elite. The problem with Ace is he gets so mad at himself and upset with himself if he's not performing, and I think that's affected him this year at times and has gotten down. Today I just said to him, let it all out. I said, we're in this together until April. I said, so just figure it out, let it out, and quit everything else, and let's just see what happens. And I thought he and Kanye and then Marco and those guys, but Ace has done that a bunch. And I've stood on the saddle. I had a good seat watching that, and today was an example.
John.
Mike, what has changed for you guys in the last week since you lost to Bucknell here?
I think they're learning to play together, play off of each other better. I think the disappointment and embarrassment, and we just, we had a couple meetings. I had a couple meetings with specific guys, and I had a team meeting Monday morning that there's just certain ways we're going to go about things no matter what to build this thing. I know how bad you guys want to win, but you got to go through all this stuff. So we had a couple heart-to-hearts, and I said if we're going to go to Maryland and we're going to play Ohio State this week, I said if you guys don't get right mentally and stick together, it's just going to be really, really hard. And to their credit, we had good practices. They were in a good place. Even today when we got down, when I challenged them at the 15-minute mark, they were present, and guys stepped up. So I think some guys off the bench have really helped us, and we're making some more shots. That's helping.
Nate.
You won on the glass in the second half.
Come on now, don't be messing with me.
You did.
We did?
1917.
Yep.
And that hasn't happened a lot this year.
No, not at all.
Chris mentioned 50-50 balls. How does that happen?
We've been talking about it. That, look, the roster we have, we might not out-rebound people, but we got to get close. And we got to find big defensive rebounds, one-and-dones. That hurt us the other day and hurt us times today. But I thought multiple guys hit some people. We were more physical today in the second half. And then late in the game, we were in zone a little bit, so now you're inside a little bit. But I thought some of our guards went in there and scrapped some out. Nick and DeMarco, I thought had a big one late. Kanye had one that he scrapped out, and then I thought Q had a huge one late. So I just think multiple guys. It's been a focus. We're working on it. We don't have enough of guys that just go after the ball the way I want it, but we'll work on that.
Can you talk a little bit about Kanye's performance tonight? And does he practice that 180 behind the back layup thing in practice?
Yeah, well, he and I work on it all the time. He has unbelievable body control. And you can tell when he shoots that mid-range turnaround. He's never off balance, where the other guy's going back. He's just super strong. He has great balance. His core is really strong, so when he gets himself moving at full speed, he can stop on a dime and stop his body and hold his body and have great balance. I like to say that's coaching, but it's not. That's That's him and his dad working so hard on his game and his body when he's growing up, and he uses it to his advantage. The one thing I love about Kanye is he's really trying to learn more about the game and being more of a student of the game here lately, the last month, and I've really enjoyed that about him and liked that about him. But he has great confidence in his ability. So when you can move like that and you're a dynamic mover, but you also have great confidence in your game, you make plays like that.
Daniel.
Mike, this is probably the best games we've seen from DeMarco and Leo since they've been here.
Yes.
What do you think that they kind of unlocked tonight? How did you get that type of performance out of them, and then what do they bring when they're on like that?
Well, I was expecting Leo to shoot like that all year long because he's an excellent shooter. I think the guys are really doing a good job of finding him better too. So he's moving better. We're moving around in different positions. He's finding his niche, and guys are looking for him. And the other thing about Leo, he doesn't come across it, but he's a super confident guy. Not cocky, but confident. He knows who he is, and he's good with who he is. And he battles on one end. He's not afraid to throw his body in the way, as you see. He's always banged up, but he could really shoot it, and he's confident in himself. And DeMarco, I think DeMarco's going to continue to be a really good player for us. He just has to continue to put himself out there and get better and better. And he wasn't ready to play against Maryland, and I really got on him about that. We need you, man. We need him. And I thought today he was ready to play. I thought he was flying around a little bit on the defensive end that got himself going. And then, he got a steal as soon as he got in the game. He had some good plays, got himself going, and then he could really score. He's always had the knack to score the ball. He could shoot the three, but he's got that. He got that mid-range, and he can multiple dribbles into a pull-up, and that's hard to guard. He had two nice plays off a ball screen, got into his pull-up, and then he, as you saw, he can really get to the rim. He's physical and athletic, so I think he's just scratching the surface.
You had a great crowd tonight, backing from fans, alumni, students, whatever. Awesome. What does that mean to have that type of crowd back you guys up? And was that big in part in the run you guys went on the second half?
Oh, that was awesome. The students behind me were great. All the fans were great. Look, this is what we're trying to build. Hey, the basketball team's playing. We got to get to that game, and people driving in to get to that game, and that's the fun of it. I want everybody to sweat with us. I want everybody to be a part of this. When we don't win, I want them to be mad driving home. But man, I can't wait to get to the next one. I want them to get to know our guys, so it's just not cheering for a team. It's getting to know Kanye and Jamil, and Q. That's a part of us wanting to. I don't want this just to be a basketball team. I want it to be bigger than that. Everywhere I've been, we've tried to make that. We want people and their kids to. We can't miss a Penn State basketball game. It's too much fun. And I know these guys, and I know the coaches. So that's very important to me. And today was a great example, great crowd. When you have exciting games like that, they come back. And if we score 83 points, you're going to keep coming back because they're fun. That was a fun game to be a part of.
Seth.
Mike, you spoke about, the experience of the past few weeks, how that could, potentially, get you to where you want to go in the long run. Do you kind of view a game like tonight as a turning point in getting to where you want to be?
I'll tell you that on Tuesday after we practice. Honestly, so they're jacked right now. We're all jacked. We're all happy. They're excited. But are they going to come into practice on Monday and Tuesday and be locked in and focused? And how much better can we get after a win like this? That would be my thing as a coach. And Ace and Nick know that. Let's have a great win. But now let's make it even more exciting because we come back to practice the next 2-3 days and get better. Look, it's just like this. This is coaching. This is seasons. It's up and down. You want it to go like this all the time, but that's not perfect in life. It's like this, peaks and valleys. Just get out of the valley together. You try to stay on the peak as long as you can, like right now. But people are trying to pull you off and push you off as quick as possible. So to me, it's about, all right, let's enjoy this tonight. All right, how are we going to react the next 72 hours after this game? Did we make it, or we got more to do? And that's always been my approach.
Last question. No, we're good. Okay.
Have a great weekend. Thank you, guys.